Welcome everybody to the channel I Out of Time. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Mason Folks, otherwise known as I Out of Time by my gamer tag. And welcome to the channel I Out of Time, where I'm going to be doing gaming on PlayStation, PC, Xbox, Atari 5200. Literally, I have an Atari 5200 right under my bed. Anything you can think of, any game, any console, any format, leave a comment. I will try my best to play it and get my hands on it, because believe me, I have a lot more consoles and a lot more games that I intend to play. So, as of recording this, today is Tuesday, and I figured why not start the channel off with a little bit of a reoccurring show idea that I came up with. I call it PS Tuesdays. Basically, like the title says, I'll be playing a PlayStation game every Tuesday, and I figured why not start off PS Tuesdays with a PlayStation 2 game, because, well, PS Tuesdays. Unfortunately, I was a stupid 9-year-old once, and I decided to sell most of my PlayStation 2 games, but I still have a small collection from my childhood, and I'm going to play one of those today. Probably the oldest game that I have the fondest memories of, that I think it might have actually been my very first PlayStation 2 game, I'm not entirely sure. But the one I have the fondest memories of and the game I played the most as a child was Jak and Daxter, the Precursor Legacy. Now see here, kids of this generation, when you actually got the game, you got the disc, but you've also got things like a manual. Yes, we didn't have the ability or the luxury to just figure it out ourselves, even though most of us probably did do that. But with a manual, it gives you the instructions to use the game. Crap. It gives you the instructions to use the game, the characters, a freaking map, and even some artwork on the back of it. God, I feel old. Okay, this might take a bit. Ah, there we go. Finally figured it out. Alright, so with that being said, let's go ahead and play ourselves some Jak and Daxter, the Precursor Legacy. Alright, I just stuck the disc in. Console just has to read it, and we'll be good to go in a few seconds. Oh man, I forgot about how long this cable was. Yeah, I'll say that. I don't really miss the cable, but I'll just have to kind of move it around. Oh, disc is good to go. Just gotta navigate down. There we go. The audio is a little bit delayed since I have it wired up into my computer, but I'm still seeing the image fine, so... Oh, getting a connection. Sony Computer Entertainment of America presents! Oh, wow. Wow, this is... Oh, this intro. See, you don't get this with a game anymore. You don't even get this little nice intro. But I do remember this. Probably the game that put Naughty Dog on the map. Jak and Daxter. Look at that 4:3 ratio. Oh, wow. This is definitely not formatting quite well to my 4K TV, but it is nostalgic to look at, because I did used to have a 4:3 TV that fit this thing perfectly. And, yeah, like I said, I see the image fine. The audio's a little bit delayed coming through my computer, and I mean, what? It's coming from my computer to the Yeti Pro microphone, and then wired out to my headset. So, yeah, enough talk. Let's actually jump into the game. There it goes. Buns. Well, my controller isn't exactly the best. It is kind of worn out, and this is my original PlayStation controller. I don't know if all the buttons work, by the way. So we're gonna have to kind of play around and see what happens with this. If it doesn't work, I'll fix it and I'll come back. But let's go to options and just make sure everything is good to go. Play hints on, language pack. I'll leave that all the same. But you know what? I'll change it later. If I'll see if the hints really do me any good. Otherwise, I will just say screw it. Ooh, no, that aspect ratio does not work. Let's go back. Sound options, sound effect volume, music volume. Man, all these sounds is okay. All right. Finally, I got all that put together, and now we are going to hit new game. Jak and Daxter just... Oh my god. Who remembers this message? Your game data on the memory card on memory card PS2, insert into memory card slot 1. Would you like to create a save file for Jak and Daxter? I don't think I'm going to be able to play it all today, so yes, let's make a memory card save file. Do not remove the memory card from the PS2. I gotta wait a minute. Hold on. It'll be just a few seconds and it should make some game data to the card. I don't remember it taking this long. It's still taking its time. Oh, it just finished. Okay, cool. Alright, select an empty slot. And you can only make 4 save files too. My little brother with his PS3, he freaking loves to just like make multiple save files. He takes up all of his data on his PS3, and it just baffles me. I only have 4.
For the answers that my father and my father's fathers failed to find. Who were the precursors? Why did they create the vast monoliths that litter our planet? How did they harness eco, the life energy of the world? What was their purpose, and why?
The audio is actually really good.
I have asked the plants, but they do not remember. The plants have asked the rocks, but the rocks do not recall. Even the rocks do not recall. Every bone in my body tells me that the answers rest on the shoulders of a young boy. Oblivious to his destiny, uninterested in the search for truth.
Who's this dude?
And rejecting of my guidance.
Oh, this is... I'm not gonna ruin it.
To old Samus the Sage anyway. I'm only the master of green eco, one of the wisest men on the planet.
Yeah, this was high def for us guys.
So it seems the answer begins not with careful research or sensible thinking. Nay, as with many of fate's mysteries, it begins with but a small act of disobedience.
Hey! Jak, old green stuff told us not to come here.
I never knew why it went black right there for a second, but... Oh yeah, pay attention to the storyline, people, because this is actually a pretty good game. Just... at least for me. Man, the audio is like really high def.
Continue your search for artifacts in Nico. If the locals possess precursor items, you know what to do.
Deal harshly with anybody who strays from the village. We will attack it in due time.
You know, I think I probably missed out on this story a whole lot when I was a kid. I have to pay attention more. Jak never talks, by the way, so...
Oh, stupid precursor junk.
Like, to put this up against something, this would probably be close to, like, Naughty Dog for our...
It sure don't look friendly. The sage yaps on about the precursors that built...
This is like Uncharted for us 2000 kids, so...
Why did they build this crud? Now I like precursor orbs and power cells as much as the next guy. But if you ask me, they must have been real losers. Wow! How did you do that? Jak, I think we're in trouble!
Dark Eco turns him into that. Yes, the ferret.
Stung. I told you we shouldn't have come here, and you listened.
I think he's a ferret. I mean, he looks like a ferret.
Okay. I'm fine.
we can play the game in 1 second.
What in green tarnation do you two want?
I was...
Don't tell me! Instead of heeding my wisdom, the two of you went mucking around in the only place that I told you not to go. Misty Island.
That's right, and then...
And Daxter.
Yep.
You finally took a much-needed bath, but in a bathtub filled with dark ego.
Look, old man!
Yes,
Are
I
you gonna
remember
keep
that.
Yapping, or are you gonna help me out of this mess?
I'm gonna keep yapping, because in my professional opinion, the change is an improvement. And besides, I couldn't help you if I wanted to.
What?
There's only one person who has studied Dark Eco long enough to have a chance at returning you to your previous form. Carl Acheron, the Sage. But he lives far to the north. Far, far to the north. Nobody has spoken to him in ages.
Oh yeah, so you can see the whole map all the way back there.
That either. None of the 3 sages that maintain the other teleporter gates have seen fit to turn their ends on for quite a while. The only other way north is by foot through the Fire Canyon, but its volcanic soil is hot enough to melt precursor metal.
Oh,
you
I
can't
remember
just
that level.
walk through it.
But you could fly over it if you had a zoomer equipped with a heat shield. I just happen to be working on such a thing at this very moment. All I would need is 20 power cells to give it enough energy to withstand the canyon's heat. Isn't that right, Daddy?
Yes, Kira, that might work. But where are a boy and a half going to get 20
A lot of people had
cells?
crushes on Kira, including
Most
myself,
of them
but
have
let's
a
be
power cell or
honest.
two stashed away somewhere. And even if they aren't willing to just give them away, greasing their palms with a few precursor orbs should do the trick. And I bet there are even more of them out in the wilds just waiting for some brave adventurer to find.
Well, we've got the brave adventurer at least.
Brave adventurer! You two couldn't find your way out of the village without training. Before you do anything else, you better go through the warp gate and get some practice on Geyser Rock.
We won't find any more of that dark gooey eco stuff, will we? Cause I'd hate to fall in again and turn into you.
Get in there before I turn you both into ferns.
Alright, well here we go. This is actual training. Ooh. I have not played on a console in like almost a year. To be honest, I did have to wipe the dust off my PS2, and I had to actually, you know what, I need to clean off my PS1, 3, and 4 too. But this is legitimately...
The warp gate until you find all 4 power cells on this island.
Okay, so 4 power cells on the island.
With it, my father and I can give you advice at any time during your quest.
Hey!
Okay. You cannot swim, so no, I'm not going to do that. But wow. I mean, this has been... It's been a long time since I've actually held a console controller, so let's hop up here. It's just health, I think. Yeah.
These floating egg-shaped things are precursor orbs. Collect enough of them, and some of the villagers will give you a power cell in exchange.
Really? Because I remember having to collect hundreds of these little things. Well, actually almost a couple thousand of these things, I think, to actually get a power cell. Double jump. There we go. Now this controller's a little sticky, but it should work. But... There we go. Yeah, I think I can loosen this thing up. There's a power cell.
This is a power cell, the most important precursor artifact you can find. You need to collect 20 of these so I can power the heat shield for your A-Grab Zoomer.
The A-Grab Zoomer. Alright. Up there. Oh my god, the responsiveness of this. Like, here, I'm gonna dart. Here, you know what? Let me get the power cell real quick. Anytime you see that little icon and it does this little animation, you cannot move out the memory card, apparently. Yes, I'm very well aware. I just said this. Do not remove the memory card when that little icon appears. So, yes, I will remember not to remove my memory card. Alright. Ah, crap. I think it was Yeah, there we go. I still remember that
One
move.
of my scout flies. I sent 7 of them to each area to look for power cells, but the lurkers must have captured them all.
I don't remember who the lookers are, but we will keep an eye out for them. Oh my gosh. Come on. There we go. This game was not known for its controls. I think it's probably an extra. I don't think we were supposed to find that one, but hey.
That last scout fly had a power cell. I'll bet if you collect all 7 in each area, you can find even more power cells.
So there's 7 of them, not 4. There's hidden ones. Okay, let me show you how slow the controls are. I'm going to dart forward, and I'm going to try to turn back. Like, the responsiveness, like, here, I'm facing towards me. I'm going to push forward to turn my character around. Like, you see that? It takes, oh my god, it's like a full, almost half second to do a full turnaround.
That's Blue Eco, which contains the energy of motion. Blue Eco allows you to run fast, break boxes, and even activate some precursor artifacts when you get near them.
In case you guys didn't read the instruction manual, that's why we have these little tutorial levels. I don't know, do they even do tutorial levels on video games anymore? I'm very questionable about that. Oh my god. Okay, you can manually move your camera with your right analog stick, duh, but it sucks worse whenever the game decides to turn it for you.
Notice how each Blue Eco cluster you pick up increases the time you can use its power.
Oh my god, the game. Maybe I just really suck at video games and I'm just totally unaware of how to play this game. Okay. That large number on the end of the heart is actually how many full lives you have. So, collecting the smaller ones isn't useless. It does build your health. It just takes a lot of work.
This is a precursor door. It can only be opened by approaching the door while channeling Blue Eco through your body.
Cool. I assume I have to go over here.
That's a Blue Eco vent. More concentrated than the floating clusters. This vent will give you a full charge of Blue Eco, letting you use it for the maximum time.
Nice. You know what? Just to be honest, the sound that this thing gives off... Oh, it's vibrating my controller as well. The sound that this thing gives off is actually quite pleasing. I feel like I could make a remix or something out of it. The humming sound, it's very like calming. No! No, get back up there! Oh, good God. No! No! You're not gonna cheat me out of that! Get on that ledge! I know you can't stay in the water though, there's piranhas in the water. You start hearing very, very creepy music. Get on the Dude, no. There we go. Woo! Okay.
Good work!
Got that.
Blue Eco caused the door to open. With Blue Eco, you can breathe energy into all kinds of precursor artifacts that have lain dormant for years.
So, Blue Eco also powers older things. Keep that in mind. Is there something up above me? I feel like there is.
Those little green balls of energy on the ground are a type of eco. Pick up 50 small green ecos, or one big green one to increase your health.
there wasn't anything above me. You know, eco probably isn't good for you. At least too much of it.
In the air to reach even higher ledges.
There we go. Holy cow. My X button must be going slow. Alright. So look at the render distance on this game. Like, I can literally look, well, not just there, but all the way to the shore. I can see rocks and everything else. It's, man, this is what astounded us for the PS2 era. This thing was so freaking powerful. Is there anything down here?
You can jump once, then jump again in the air to reach even higher ledges.
No, there's nothing, okay. And yeah, I mean, the same rule applies to this generation, I'm sure, but when you play an adventure game, always check your locations. Don't leave anything behind. Alright. And it takes me right back to the start.
Great! You found all of the power cells on the island. Come back to the warp gate so I can bring you back to the lab. Hurry up!
Ooh, use the D-pad to select a level. Oh. They're all pretty much the same, so... Whew.
Good training, boys. But that's nothing compared to the challenges that lie ahead.
Yeah, like jumping.
Problem. We got the moves, eh, Jack? We'd love to stay and chat, Big Green, but we're itching to get on with our adventures.
Fine, fine. Adventure away then. And while you're out adventuring, why don't you make yourself useful? My darn green eco-collectors are clogged up again. Head out to the far side of the beach and clear them out, why don't you? Follow the lamps. Then
There's our objective.
right there. Now, all of you, get out of here!
Alright, is there anything around here? Nope. Look at that, no load times. It's all one big world. It's probably nothing new to everyone else, but it is for us. Oh. I could have sworn there was something hidden around there. So, now we can actually get on with our adventure past all of the training montage crap. Let's see. Let's talk to Kira real quick.
Hey, baby. What do you say you and I go cruising on this A-Grav Zoomer?
Rule number 1, I don't date animals.
Ah, you don't know what you're missing.
Listen, if you need something to keep you busy, my father always talked about an ancient precursor pipeline hidden deep underground. Some of these pipes end in vents from which eco flows freely, and some have been capped off so that the eco is sealed back. There must be a way to turn the capped vents on. I traced part of the pipeline back to the Forbidden Temple. Maybe you should look there for some type of switch.
So look for a switch in the abandoned temple or the hidden temple. Okay. Wasn't really paying attention all too well, but okay. So we've got two objectives we can go with. We can go clear off the beach, or we can go to the hidden temple. And there's the Sandover village. And I'm going to cut it here, and because, well, I'm almost out of space on my hard drive, I'm almost out of time. Pause. And here's our current stats. We are at 44 eggs, 4 precursor orbs, and we don't have any of the scout flies, but we do need to go look for those. Oh yeah, and it actually shows us how many are in each location as well, so we can look for certain orbs. Anyways, guys, that's going to do it for this part of the episode. Going to have to cut it short and kind of, you know, edit this all together and put it together. But I'm running out of space on my hard drive, so I'm going to keep playing. I'm going to upload the second part today as well. I'm just going to have to cut it right here, and I'll see you in the next part.